Fuerza, velocidad, estrategia. Equipos de todo el mundo se enfrentan en esta épica carrera. Bienvenidos a KartCenter Campillos. Bienvenidos a las 30 horas de Karting Campillos. Que comience el espectáculo.
Strength, speed, strategy. Teams from all over the world compete in this epic race. Welcome to KartCenter Campillos. Welcome to the 30 hours of karting Campillos. Let the show begin. Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the 7th edition of the 30 hours of KartCenter Campillos, the longest and most demanding kart endurance race in Europe. The sun is beginning to creep back up over the horizon here in glorious Andalusia, Spain, the 1,580 meter circuit, about an hour north of the southern coastal city of Malaga, has been action-packed overnight. 48 teams started this race. 48 teams still compete in this race. We are about to rack up lap number 900, and there are still just under 8 hours to go. Once again, thank you for joining us here on the KartCenter Campillos YouTube channel. This is, of course, a WFR live TV production of the 30 hours. And when we left you at about 1:30 a.m. local time, it is now just past 8 a.m. local time. We were looking at the number 28 kart, NRG Igora Drive, who used some pit stop tactics to lead the halfway point and the change of direction. We said that they would drop down the order as they caught up on the pit stops that they had to make compared to the other teams. I'll remind you that every team must make a minimum of 36 pit stops, and as expected, NRG Igora Drive have fallen back to 5th position. They've now made 24 of their 36 pit stops, but there has also been a change in what we believe to be the battle for the race lead. Now, we had done our calculations, and when we left you, we assumed, and after speaking to the teams this morning, we had correctly assumed that it was PF Racing who were leading, and they were leading by about 40 seconds over Level Up Go-Kart Orella Cuesta 1, Level Up Go-Kart Orella Cuesta 2, kart number 14, with Iris Pro a lap, about 1 minute, 10 seconds behind PF Racing on corrected scoring, when after PF Racing driver Vika Schlitz was able to pass on track the race leaders, and then when the pace kart came out, effectively gained nearly a full lap on Iris Pro. Well, since then, the two Level Up Go-Kart Orella Cuesta teams and Iris Pro have put the hammer down. And Iris Pro have probably regained about 30 seconds on PF Racing. So have the two Level Up Go-Kart Orella Cuesta teams. And it looks as though the defending champions in kart number 1 have snatched the lead back from PF Racing. And when everybody has made their pit stops, all 36 of them,
the team comprising Fran Ramirez, Juan Sanchez Gamez, Alejandro Ruiz Cabello and John Del Valle may have squeezed their way back into the race lead. Now, Iris Pro are currently in second position in the pit lane. Mold Racing are third, but they've only done 24 pit stops. Fran Ramirez and the number one team, they've done 26 pit stops. Iris Pro, Gregory Morin in the pit lane at the moment for his team's 27th pit stop. There are three teams, Mold Racing, Sally's Pro and NRG Agora Drive. Third, fourth and fifth on the road. They've all only made 24 pit stops. In sixth position, Haramafan Racing, who were leading about half an hour ago. In fact, when we arrived at the circuit about an hour ago, Haramafan Racing were leading, but they've only made 25 pit stops. It's been a good night for team number 6, Javier Martinez de Alfredo, Mario Lucas Pineno, David Chicharo Rivera and Juan Tobes. They have fought their way back into contention. They are ahead now of Prime Team 4. Prime Team 4 running in 7th position, but it made 26 pit stops. And then it is PF Racing, 8th position overall, having made 27 pit stops. Neo Motorsport are next, and then it is Kaman Sanchez Flor for the second level up Go-Kart Orella Cuesta team, who are 10th overall, but they have made 27 pit stops. So PF Racing are still ahead of Team 14, where Iris Pro and the number one team pan out is anyone's guess. It's pretty much down to a 4-kart battle for the win. The two level up Go-Kart Orella Cuesta teams, Iris Pro in kart number 11 and the number 30 kart of PF Racing. There are others who have outside chances of a podium at the very least. The Asphalt Knights, for example. NRG Agora Drive can't be counted out, neither can Prime Team. And Haramafan Racing, very under the radar, have crept into contention too. On your screens, you are looking at, I think that is at least one of the two level up karts. It is the number one kart, your race leader on track. Driver, or team number 1, Fran Ramirez. 48 seconds in front of Mold Racing. Mold Racing and Sally's Pro are actually in a pretty big head-to-head battle for position outright on track. 11 seconds separates them, and they've made the same amount of pit stops. But it's the number 1 plate kart with the gold number, the black plate, leading at the moment. So we follow the start-finish line. There's your race leader, Fran Ramirez, down to what is turn number 3, up the hill through the kink at turn number 4. Well, that's actually the 26 kart. I do apologise. Lots of battling going on down in the pack. The number 14 kart was on your screen briefly there. They are 8th overall. Iris Pro are 35 seconds behind the second of the level up karts. As down the hill through the very fast sweeping final corner onto the start-finish straight now. Look at that slipstream effect that driver with the white crash helmet is getting as we go into turn number 1. And that's the number 5 kart, driver with the black crash helmet. And the black race suit, white crash helmet, that is Chovtran's friend kart from the Czech Republic. And they are, well, it's not been a great night for the Czech Republic team. They are down in 40th position. 906 laps being completed, and then a little chat there between Chovtran's friend kart and EDK Endurance as to who is going to be the pusher and who is going to be the pushy.
Buenos días a todos, soy Cris Jiménez y estoy aquí ya con Henry para acompañarle en esta bonita mañana con la que hemos despertado en Campillos. El sol está pegando en la pista de nuevo y tenemos un amanecer precioso donde nuestros corredores, nuestros pilotos han estado toda la noche pues haciendo deberes. Vemos a los chicos de Level Up que han metido pues ese acelerón como vaticinaban con sus estrategias, y los chicos de Iris pues han intentado seguir también ahí. Sin embargo, algún que otro cambio nuevo veo que ha estado Henry aquí poniéndome al día, porque yo me he hecho mi escapadita esta noche, como imagináis. Y bueno, el cambio de sentido es lo que tenía. Se sabía que iba a cambiar cositas dentro del circuito, no muchas, pero sí que ha habido algún que otro cambio.
So, Mold Racing take over top spot as the number one kart pits. It's now reigning rental kart world champion John Del Valle behind the wheel of the number one kart. They've slipped to fourth position, but the battle between Mold Racing and Sally's Old Boys is getting closer. We think this is probably for 7th or 8th position when everything, calms down. But still, Joey Luring and Sophus Hansen are enjoying they're getting closer and closer. There's the number 10 car, EDK Endurance, on your screens. They had a 2-minute penalty, I believe, for exceeding a maximum single stint time, and they have got help from the number 5 team behind them. The number 5 team of Chobtrans Friend Kart. We've been following these two. Chobtrans Friend Kart inside the top 40, and EDK Endurance running. Let's have a little look to see where the number 10 team is. They are 27th at the moment. We'll give you a full rundown of all 48 positions at some point soon. Our friends in kart number 13, the hard-working but Fuerza K, Javier Perez Diaz, Rodrigo Garcia Guerrero, Antonio Jose Barnuevo, and Carlos Sanchez Ruiz. They are still out there. They've done 824 laps compared to 911 for the race leaders. And if I were to tell you that they're 48th, having done 824 laps, the Amelia Racing team, who are 47th, they've done 881 laps. So between first and 47th, there are 30 laps, and then another 57 laps behind them is Fuerza K. But we're going to cheer Fuerza K on to make it to the end.
Bueno, nos estaba comentando aquí Henry varias cositas que tenemos en nuestro mapa. Lo primero de ello, 2 penalizaciones hemos tenido por delante esta madrugada. Una de ellas ha sido para el equipo con el dorsal número 50. 50. Aquí los chicos de Amelia Racing. Pero nada, 10 segunditos. Segunda penalización, en este caso ha sido para los ingleses. Dorsal 36, los chicos de T-Side Urban 1. ¿Qué ha pasado? Pues nada, que han excedido el tiempo en pista, el tiempo en pista, y han tenido otros 2 minutos de penalizaciones. Unos cuantos llevan ya de penalizaciones este equipo este fin de semana. También comentar pues que básicamente ahora mismo en la pista llevamos unas 912 vueltas. Tanto los chicos de Mold Racing como los Alice Pro, Jarama Fan Racing está en esas 911 vueltas a la pista. si nos vamos a fuerza acá, pues bueno, nuestros chicos llevan 825 vueltas. Como veis, una diferencia de casi 90 vueltas entre unos y otros. Pero oye, ahí siguen apretando los chicos de fuerza acá, ahí siguen luchando dentro de esta enorme endurance race, y tiene mucho mérito. Nosotros desde aquí les mandamos todo nuestro apoyo y nuestra fuerza a este equipo que lo está dando todo este fin de semana.
As Choptran's friend Kart on your screens have managed to get ahead of EDK Endurance as we watch them, the four of them, come around turn. I think there are Escudellera Kart in the pit lane as the number 27 team also comes in. Need for Speed 7J. And that's the number 33 Kart. So the Prime team are trying to regain some of the ground that they lost overnight to keep themselves in with a chance of a top 5, maybe even an outside shot at the podium. The Prime team currently 10th overall. They have made 27 pit stops. PF Racing currently in the pit lane, making their 28th pit stop. Certainly things have got closer overnight.
Pues sí, esta noche algunas cositas han cambiado y, por ejemplo, vemos en nuestra pantalla los pit stops que han hecho algunos de nuestros equipos. Por ejemplo, los chicos de Aries Pro y los chicos de, lo vemos aquí, PF Racing llevan ya 27 pit stops y PF Racing 28. Algo que va a cambiar, obviamente, esos primeros 5 puestos, más que nada porque tenemos a Mold Racing, por ejemplo, con 24 paradas. Les queda por delante unas cuantas, así que posiblemente haya cambios.
And I think we just saw the tail end on the screen there of yet another slight issue for Fuerza K driver coming into the pits a little bit too quickly, suddenly slamming on the brakes and going a half spin at the entrance to pit lane. Driver getting out of their kart. It's their first time doing this event. I spoke to them. I said, "What's gone wrong?" And they said, "Everything." He said, "Just learning, making lots of rookie mistakes." I said, "You know, are you going to finish the race?" Like, "Oh, of course we're going to finish the race." I said, do you know that I think you're on for a world record?" They're like, "Really?" I said, "I don't think anybody has finished so far behind the winners in this race ever." They're like, "Really? Okay, cool. We're going to break a record." They're having fun. In last. By a long way. A long, long way.
Bueno, ahí nos contaba Henry que ha estado hablando con los chicos de Fuerza K y básicamente ellos con terminar la carrera van pues perfectos. Preguntaba Henry si a lo mejor en un momento dado a lo mejor abandonaban, pero no. Fuerza K pretende seguir, terminarla y hacer lo suyo. Posiblemente no van a hacer las vueltas más rápidas del mundo, pero están aprendiendo y seguramente el año que viene vienen con los deberes hechos. Al final son 30 horas que dan para tener también mucho aprendizaje en esta pista, sobre todo si es la primera vez que participas en esta carrera.
Now, of course, we are on air now until 10 a.m. local time, so we are for another hour and 25 minutes. Once again, we will be heading down to the pit lane. Maybe not for the last time, but then we'll be back on air at midday. So we're going to do until 10 a.m. local time. Then we're going to take a 2-hour break. And then we're coming back maybe for, well, we're going to figure this out. We've got 4 hours of the race to go. We're potentially do an hour off, and the last hour we'll have to see, or we might do all 4 hours, we don't know. But we will be going back down into the pits, you know, for the last half an hour or so of this particular segment of coverage. And it's going to be interesting to, I think, Christy, to talk to all the leading contenders, but I'm interested, Harama Fan Racing. We didn't really mention them that much in the first half of the race, and that's the team: Javier Martinez Del Alfredo, Mario Pineno, David Charo Rivera, Juan Torres. They're a couple of pit stops behind Level Up, Go-Kart Orella Cuesta, those two teams, PF Racing and IRE's Pro. But again, using tactics, they're running second overall after, 23 or 22 and a half hours of racing. So that's worth a chat to them as well. In the Masters race, Bennett Karts continue to lead. They're 16th overall, 5 laps behind the leaders. But they do have, they've got a 1 minute advantage over team number 49, Track Limits Master, but Bennett Karts have made 26 pit stops. Track Limits Masters have made 25.
Pues uno de los equipos de los que no habíamos hablado mucho es el de Jarama Fan Racing. Tenemos aquí caras conocidas como Javi Martínez, como como Javi Martínez, como Mario Lucas, está también Juan Toribio ahí, David Chicharro. Ahora mismo los vemos en segunda posición, lo que pasa que si vemos los pit stop que tienen pendientes, van 2 por detrás de nuestros posibles líderes en el momento en el que todo se regula un poquito, porque el Level Up de Go-Karts Orihuela Costa llevan 27 paradas ya. Entonces, vamos a ver esto cómo queda, pero seguramente ahora Jarama Fan Racing baja un poquito en ese segundo puesto que llevan actualmente con Juan Toribio al volante.
Looking back, see what we're looking at on our screens at the moment. And it is, there is Neo Motorsport by Aries Racing. Oh no, that's not, that's the number 90. That's KMRS Performance. They've got very similar blue and orange race suits to the Ferrari livery, the Ferrari badged race suits Andy Liu showed us yesterday. It's been a very quiet, I would say, disappointing race for the two Belgian teams from KMRS Motorsport. They've got the likes of Kenneth Nasons and Antoine Morley in the number 18 kart. The number 18 kart is running 10th overall. The kart you're looking at now, the number 19 kart with Nico Galina, Claudio Lani, Jonas Moreno and Alex Carlson, that is 14th overall. Last year, if you remember, the Belgian team with Louise Brauner amongst the drivers were a podium contender, finishing on the podium last year. Always very strong teams from Belgium in endurance racing. This year, they've just not quite been there.
Pues nos explicaba Henry que veíamos en pantalla ahí a los equipos de Bélgica. En este caso, los chicos de KMRS, que estaban en años anteriores pues muy cerquita o incluso en el podium, porque son equipos fuertes, los belgas. Pero este año la cosa ha cambiado un poquito y es que se ha puesto el circuito pues complicado para nuestros pesos pesados, porque hay muchos, de hecho, dentro del circuito. Ahora mismo, dentro de los dos equipos que tienen en pista los belgas, el equipo 18 está en 14ª posición y el equipo 19 los tenemos en el número... A ver. No, ellos están en la 14ª posición y también los tenemos en la 10ª posición el equipo 18. No lo veo mal, la verdad. Están haciendo una buena actuación, pero no quizás la esperada por parte de un equipo como el de ellos.
Now, Mold Racing continue to lead, although they have been on track now for 56 minutes. It will be Joey Luring's turn to pit quite soon, I would imagine, and that should put Harama Fan Racing back into the race lead. They are 16 seconds in front of the number 1 kart, Harama Fan Racing, but we'll see when Mould Racing, team number 2, decide to make their next pit stop on what is, Christy, another beautiful day here in Andalusia. Just quickly check the early morning temperature. It is, well, it's only 60 degrees at the moment. It's going to get warmer up to probably, by the time you finish the race, the mid-80s again. But this is, I might have to turn the air conditioning off in the commentary box again. It's cool but sunny this morning.
Pues sí, nos decía Henry que la mañana que estamos teniendo aquí en Karting Campillos, la verdad es que es bastante agradable. El sol lo tenemos brillando a tope, pero hace fresquito, ¿eh? Yo he venido tapada y fuera de nuestro speaker box, la verdad es que apetece estar con alguna chaquetita fuera. Eso sí, va a durar poco tiempo porque en las próximas horas se espera que apriete de nuevo el sol, así que nuestros equipos de fuera lo van a pasar regular con esos monos dentro del circuito. Pero bueno, nada que no hayan superado ya en el día de ayer y en los entrenamientos de los días previos. Decíamos que estamos ahí viendo cómo los chicos de Mould Racing, que van ahora mismo en primer lugar, les quedan 2 minutos para salir a hacer ese cambio en el pit stop número 25 para ellos. Ahí vamos a ver qué es lo que va a pasar tanto con Level Up Go-Kart, el equipo número 1, y con Harama Fan Racing. Level Up por ahora lleva esas 27 paradas que les va a beneficiar a la hora de hacer ese cambio de leaderboard en un ratito. Pero bueno, todavía nos queda por delante 7 horas 20 minutos de disfrute de Endurance Race aquí en Karting Campillos.
Can't joke. I mean, I'm standing here at 8:45 in the morning in shorts and a t-shirt. Mind you, I only ever wear shorts and a t-shirt, as people in karting know that. I once got engaged once wearing shorts and a t-shirt. Maybe that's why I'm no longer engaged. For once, Christie's lost for words. Mould Racing continue to lead the way. They're in the pits as we speak. Harama Fan Racing, they are about to retake the lead. They're only 16 seconds in front of the number 1 car. Now, Level Up, they've done 27 pit stops, and there is a 12-second gap between the 2 Level Up Go-Kart Orella Cuesta teams. That is, we think, the battle for the race lead. They've done 27 pit stops. Iris Pro are 34 seconds behind the number 14 kart in probably 3rd overall. The wild card now, Vika Schlitz, they've done 28 pit stops for PF Racing.
Pues sí, nos explicaba Henry aquí las paradas que están haciendo nuestros chicos dentro de la pista, dentro del circuito. Vemos, por ejemplo, que los chicos de Neo Motorsport llevan 26 paradas. G-Cock Level Up, el segundo equipo de Level Up Go-Kart, lleva 27 paradas. Los que sí que tienen los deberes bien hechos solo vemos aquí es Vika Sled, que llevan 28 paradas. Vamos a ver esto cómo marca la diferencia. Nuestros líderes de otros años, bueno, encabezados por John del Valle, el Level Up G-Cop con el frontal número 1, llevan 27 paradas, pero bueno, vamos a ir viendo cómo va cambiando esto. Veo que también la mejor vuelta hasta ahora la tienen los chicos de Salis Pro, eso no ha cambiado por aquí. Muy cerquita de hacer esa entrada de nuevo a pista tenemos a Maurice del equipo de Mould Racing. Vamos a ver ahora qué pasa dentro de esta pista. ¿Qué más vemos por aquí? Pues Aries Pro también está muy cerquita, a una sola vuelta de nuestros chicos en cabeza de esta carrera. Bueno, vamos a seguir viendo, vamos a ver estos cambios que se producen en estas próximas horas.
As Mold Racing waits to exit the pits, taking the wheel now, Maurice Cernicau. And that will drop them. Haramafan Racing will assume the lead. There on your screens, the number 40 kart, WRW from Belarus, Artisom Abakumau, Sirai Liukovic, Pavel Shutzin, Artisom Vilkuski, and Uladzimir Kalisan. And there, as we watch the British endurance racing team have a bit of a laugh and a joke with the officials down in, well, the maintenance team, the mechanics down in pit lane, the KartCenter Campillos service crew, who have been magnificent. They are still down there laughing and joking away, which is an incredible, considering they arrived here at about 7 a.m. yesterday morning. So virtually all the staff here, on track, off track, have been here now for nearly 26 hours.
Pues cerca de esas 30 horas cada vez más, con esas 7 horas pendientes que tenemos por delante. Vemos cómo Juan Toribio se pone ahora mismo a la cabeza de nuestra carrera, con 25 paradas pendientes de seguir haciendo. Dentro de 4 minutitos o así se termina el tiempo para ellos para ir a esa 26 parada. Vemos que sube a esa tercera posición ahora mismo Neo Motorsport, conduciendo ahora mismo, lo tenemos en pista, a Guillermo Chapate. Guillermo, que lo vimos en la Paquetes Cup debutar con pues muy buena actuación dentro del circuito, pese a que estaba con el hombro bastante mal, pero nada que se le resista a este chico. Ahí lo tenemos dándole caña a ese sentido inverso, haciendo una actuación muy muy buena y dejando a Motorsport ahora mismo en esa posición número 3.
Well, Haramafan Racing have the lead only by 13 seconds now. And they're going to be pitting very shortly. At some point, Haramafan Racing are going to have to get back on schedule in terms of pit stops with the leaders, and they will no longer make their way to the top of the lap chart. So maybe is this going to be the final time that we see Haramafan Racing leading the field? In kart number 6, looking at the number 38 kart on your screen now. That would be one of the British teams. That's Teesside Urban 2. Connor Lucas, I think, is that Connor Lucas behind the wheel driving? It's Max Shields behind the wheel in that MS Lucas Racing suit. One of the most famous teams in British Pro Kart endurance racing, the MS Lucas team. Howard Lucas is here, of course, overseeing things. Charlie Lucas in second place. Now, it seems to me that there has been a barrier that has been dislodged. Manuel Branco, the race director, somebody during the night has gone off, coming down. I wonder if we can get a shot of it. It's coming down through turns 5 and 6, and I'm assuming those barriers have been there. The marshal is now putting them back. Yes, somebody has, because you can see on the circuit all the dust and stones. Somebody has had a major off during the night. I'm not sure we'll be able to find out who that was. Manuel Branco and the marshalling team putting those back now. And of course, it's been a deliberate thing to wait until now. Obviously, because the marshals wearing high vis, wearing the orange jumpsuit, but of course now it's full daylight again. You don't want to be rushing out onto the track in the middle of the night. Obviously, if there was a barrier on the track, they would have moved it. But
explicaba Henry que tenemos ahí a Manuel en pantalla, bueno, en pantalla, no sé si se ve, sí, se ve, con uno de nuestros chicos de seguridad poniendo bien ese pues, no sabemos si en mitad de la noche, en algún momento dado, alguno de nuestros equipos con el kart pues ha salido y ha cruzado, pillado ese atajo y había desmontado un poquito el circuito. Ya lo están montando, ya lo están dejando todo perfecto como estáis viendo. No sabemos si casualmente lo han dejado hasta ahora, porque esto fue esta madrugada, lo han dejado hasta ahora para montar, no sabemos bien el motivo, pero bueno, luego le preguntaremos a Manuel qué es lo que ha pasado por ahí.
We're talking about Howard Lucas's team, the number 38 Teesside Urban 2. Conor Lucas is a 4-time Pro Kart champion at their home circuit of Teesside in the north of England. The other drivers in the team, we'll go through them all. Max Shields behind the wheel, Jack Morris, Addison Smith, Ike Needham, and Andrew Delahunty. Now, here's, you're new to karting, but in British karting, there's a very famous photograph of a young Sir Lewis Hamilton on the podium of a series called Champions of the Future at a circuit called Buckmore Park. He has just won that race, and I'm going to, thank David Sullivan for reminding me about this. But Lewis Hamilton has just won, and he's just been signed by the McLaren Formula One team. So he is standing there. Ron Dennis is standing with him. Second is Gary Paffett, who went on to be the McLaren Formula One test driver and a multiple German touring car champion. Third on that podium, Andrew Delahunty, who is now racing in kart number 38. So he's 20th overall at the moment, and of course that was a long time ago. Just goes to show, hey, never lost the desire to keep racing. During his junior career, he went toe-to-toe and occasionally beat possibly the greatest Formula One driver of all time.
Pues nos estaba explicando Henry aquí sobre un poco el karting en Inglaterra y explicándonos que tenemos corredores, que tenemos pilotos que han estado codo con codo pilotando pues en la escudería de McLaren y con directamente subiendo al podium con Lewis Hamilton, que nunca se debe perder la esperanza de seguir corriendo en este tipo de carreras, ya sea en este tipo de circuitos o en otro, porque al final seguir peleando y seguir luchando nunca se sabe a dónde te va a llevar.
I mean, Lewis Hamilton might have won 7 Formula One World Championships, but he's never done a 30-hour endurance in a rental kart at Campillos. So there we go. And Delahunty's got one up on Lewis at last.
Nada, Henry dice que Lewis Hamilton, que sí que muy bueno y todo lo que tú quieras, pero aquí no ha estado en las 30 horas de Karting Campillos haciendo esta carrera tan dura de resistencia. Habría que verlo.
Well, Level Up are leading the race. Harama Fan Racing have made their pit stop. Neo Motorsport, they run second at the moment. They're just 11 seconds behind Joel Del Valle. Guillermo Chapitani Canalda behind the wheel of the number 26 kart. But there's the second Mould team, Mould Racing Sport, kart number 24. The gaps that the teams that you really want to be interested in on the scoring pylon. Team number 1, they are now, I would say, 15 seconds in front of team number 14. 31 seconds behind them, Iris Pro. Iris Pro are currently Niccolo Soffiati. They are the fastest team on the circuit at the moment. They're closing in. PF Racing will slot in somewhere inside that top 4. We could have a situation. We're coming up to 23 hours complete, 7 hours to go, and 4 teams within half a minute of each other.
Bueno, vemos ahora cómo queda ese leaderboard. De nuevo tenemos a John del Valle encabezando y liderando la carrera en este momento. Jarama Fan Racing ha salido a hacer ese pit stop que tenían pendiente. A ver, ya están dentro de pista de nuevo, también hay que decir. Y tenemos parados ahora en el pit stop a los chicos de Neo Motorsport. Imaginamos que Guillermo sale y va a hacer ese cambio con los compañeros. Vamos a ver cómo queda después de esa entrada de nuevo este leaderboard, que de momento va encabezado y va liderado por John del Valle en ese kart número 1. Guillermo Chapate en la segunda posición con Neo Motorsport. Y ojito que ahora mismo acaba de subir los chicos de Go Kart Level Up, equipo 14, a esa segunda posición. Ahora mismo Go Kart está pues en primera y segunda posición. Ayer John del Valle nos indicaba que el plan de dividirse este año en 2 equipos era para subir ambos al podio, pero que si no se podía, pues al menos alguno de ellos que subiera. Y posiblemente los vamos a tener, posiblemente.
Have to say that when I walked through the paddock this morning, it was not yet quite light, and there was a lot of people. All I can describe is, you know, when soldiers have that shell-shocked look, and they're sort of the 1,000-yard stare where they're looking at you, but they're not. They're sort of looking into the distance. There was an awful lot of people there with their hoods up, you know, arms folded, just looking like, shell-shocked, you know. I'd say hi at them and they would just,
Henry estaba explicando pues cómo ha llegado esta madrugada aquí y había mucha gente pues eso, abrigada, mirando al infinito, bastante concentrada y a la misma vez creo yo que un poco disociados. Y Henry iba pues saludando porque Henry es un tío muy amable que va hablando con todo el mundo porque se conoce a absolutamente todos los pilotos, pero obviamente la respuesta no era a lo mejor la esperada. Y es que Henry es un tío que tiene energía desde primera hora y el resto pues a lo mejor necesitamos 1, 2 o 3 cafelitos para despertarnos, la verdad.
Somehow though, the drivers on the circuit, they have to be just as switched on, just as focused, just as alert, just as energized as they were at 10 o'clock yesterday morning when this race began. The gap between first, second and third, now 46 seconds between the top 3 karts in this race. The top 3 karts on track are all on the same pit strategy and all within 46 seconds of each other. PF Racing will slot in somewhere in between them as we watch still that number 38 kart, Max Shields, making lots of progress, but it seems that the 3 leaders, with the, 3 out of the 4 leaders are all on the same pit strategy, and as I say that, Germán Sánchez Flor in the number 14 kart on a second position decides to make a pit stop. So they're not quite on the same pit strategy.
A ver, comentaba Henry aquí que una estrategia similar parece que están siguiendo a la hora, por lo menos solamente de los pit stop que están haciendo nuestros líderes en la carrera, porque ahora mismo tenemos a Level Up, Hickok, en este caso los chicos de Go Kart, Orihuela Costa, con el kart 1 en primera posición, Germán Sánchez también del Level Up, ese dorsal número 14 en segunda posición, y tenemos a los chicos de 80s Pro en tercera posición. Bueno, 28 paradas que han hecho los chicos de Level Up con el equipo 14. O sea que a lo mejor la estrategia va a cambiar un poquito, pero bueno, 45 segundos estaban llevándose entre esa primera, segunda y tercera posición con respecto, bueno, Nicolò Sofía con respecto a John del Valle. Muy cerquita están, la verdad.
Oh dear. It's all gone wrong for team number 5. Choptrans Friend Kart are the latest team to exceed the maximum the maximum stint time, and that will cost them a 2-minute penalty. As you look at the second of the level up teams making their way to the exit of pit lane, and other penalties that have come in. Well, the number 48 team, that could be significant. Neo Master by Ares Racing. They're battling for a podium in Masters. And, well, that's a 12-second pit stop. Again, our friends at number Fueras K, they get 42-second pit stop, second penalty. I'm not quite sure what for. But it's another penalty. There is the number 30 team exiting pit lane, PF Racing. So PF Racing continue to be one pit stop ahead of everybody else. Going out now is that Vicker Schlitz back into the kart. They are making their 29th pit stop. So 29 pit stops for PF Racing, 27 pit stops for the two teams in first and second.
Pues bueno, estábamos viendo por ahí que a los chicos de Choptrans Friend Kart les habían penalizado con 2 minutos igual por exceder el tiempo del pit. Es una pena, la verdad, llegados a este punto con 7 horas por delante justo que tenemos, que haya una penalización de 2 minutos. Ahora ya no se pueden tener estas penalizaciones, pero bueno, no están tampoco ellos luchando por estar en esos 10 primeros puestos o en la cabeza de nuestra carrera. Los que de nuevo han tenido otra penalización, nuestros chicos de Fuerza K, solamente 12 segundos, eso sí, nada, van a seguir aprendiendo muchísimo de esta Endurance Race. Veíamos que Vika Schlitz siguen con esa estrategia de hacer más paradas ahora mismo y llevan ya 29 paradas, 29 pit stops. En comparación con el resto, que ahora mismo pues nuestros líderes hasta el momento llevan unas 27 paradas. Los chicos de Prime Team 4 también 28 paradas para ellos. Vamos a ver esto cómo les ayuda a ganar posiciones dentro de un ratito, pero de momento seguimos teniendo al Level Up, Go Kart, Orihuela, el equipo 1 encabezando en esta primera posición. Tenemos a Nicolò Sofía ahora mismo, los suizos en segunda posición con Aris Pro, y Mod Racing sube ahora a tercera posición. Ahí los tenemos, lo que pasa que claro, Mod Racing o Salies Pro llevan 25 paradas en comparación con las 27 que llevan nuestros líderes hasta el momento, y 1 minuto de diferencia entre Mod Racing y Level Up, que hace pues que no sea un trío real lo que tenemos ahora mismo en ese leaderboard. Y seguimos con esa diferencia ahora mismo. Nicolò Sofía, 45 segundos, nuestro segundo puesto de momento en el circuito, de diferencia con John del Valle, que va en primera posición. 935 vueltas llevan nuestros chicos en la pista, y eso sí, menos de 7 horas, 6 horas 58 minutos para que finalice esta Endurance Race.
So, level up. Go-Kart Orihuela Cuesta number 1 now leads by 45 seconds over Iris Pro. Nicolò Soffiati has got a lot of work to do, but hey, they were able to come back from nearly a lap down against PF Racing, and they're on a good run at the moment. The problem is that the pre-race favourites, the double defending champions, are now 45 seconds in front, and they, last night when you spoke to John Del Valle, saying, look, they split their main team into two, thinking, oh, we're going to get two karts to the podium here. And then last night they said, oh, we'll be happy with just one kart. Then they came into their own, and, it's going to be extra tough now for Iris Pro and PF Racing to turn the table, but not impossible. Not impossible. We still have just under 7 hours of racing remaining. Looking to see where we were. I mean, we at the turn of that, we had done over 600 laps going one way. So this race will probably go to around 1,200 laps. I will have a little look to see how many laps we did last year. And the answer is 1,223 laps last year. In 2023, it was 1,210. And in 2022, when Iris Pro won this race, 1,209. So, we've still got, a good 9, 10, 11, probably 250, 260 laps to go. Anything can happen.
Pues nos explicaba Henry cómo quedaba esas vueltas. Ahora mismo llevamos 937 nuestros líderes de momento dentro del circuito. En 2022, por ejemplo, el total de vueltas que hicieron nuestros chicos que lideraron Iris Racing Pro, en este caso 1.209. En 2023, Paquetes Driver lideraron y ganaron estas 30 horas con 1.210 vueltas. Y a ver, en 2024 Paquetes Driver superó su propia marca haciendo 1.223 vueltas. Vamos a ver este año qué es lo que hacen, qué consiguen. Sí que vemos, creo que un poquito de más rapidez dentro de estas vueltas que están haciendo, así que todavía quedan casi 7 horas por delante. Pueden sumar aquí mucho.
Level Up lead by 45 seconds over Iris Pro. Mold Racing 17 seconds behind Iris Pro, but not on the same pit strategy in third. Sally's Pro, they have had that 2-minute penalty. They're running fourth overall. Harama Fan Racing fifth. The second of the Level Up karts, Team 14, are sixth. Neo Motorsport seventh. KMRS Performance in eighth. KMRS Motorsport, in eighth. The Asphalt ninth. Panther Racing by Jobber Technics 10th. NRG Agora Drive run 11th. KMRS Performance run in 12th. Prime Team 4 are 13th. PF Racing 14th. Escudera Kart are 15th. Icing Auto Racing 16th. Then it is the first of the T-side teams in 19th position. T-side Urban 2. With, in 17th place, Warm Up Pro Racing are 18th. And now Bennett Karts no longer leading the Masters category, but they're on a different pit strategy. Bennett Karts in kart number 42 are 19th. WRW round out the top 20. 21st LSK Motorsport, 22nd Track Limits Masters, 23rd Mold Racing Sport, WRW Sport, 24th T-Side Urban 1, round out the top 25.
Pues veíamos también ese anuncio de penalización para el equipo 25, en este caso son los chicos de Neo Desprove Racing, con Fernando Dorado, Rubén Ortega, Marcos Fernández y Juan Carlos Salvat. 2 minutos de penalización que a estas alturas, pues bueno, no es lo que mejor viene, pero es cierto que Neo Sport están en el puesto número 29 de momento. Entonces no están como los compañeros de Neo Motorsport Creo que van en posición número 6 ahora mismo, acaban de subir. O sea que, bueno, el juego es diferente para ellos. La aspiración, imagino que dentro del circuito es diferente, pero aún así esos 2 minutos de penalización duelen un poquito, la verdad. 27 paradas seguimos teniendo para nuestros líderes hasta el momento. Level Up Go-Kart, Aries Pro igual. Los Mod Racing en tercera posición, 25 paradas. Y ojo que con esas 28 paradas, el segundo equipo de Level Up Go-Kart se pone en posición número 4. Vamos a ver esto, cómo le influye a la hora de subir un poquito en el podio en las próximas horas.
Well, we continue to watch the very, very impressive progress of number 38 on track, Teesside Urban 2. Connor Lucas is, well, as a multiple Pro Kart champion in endurance racing, he is he's used to these long events, but maybe not quite so much used to the rental kart aspect of it, but he is on an absolute tear for team number 38. We've watched him go past on track the number 40 kart. We watched him go past the number 25 kart of Neo Desperov Racing. He is just leaving other drivers in his wake. He's passed those 2 karts and is now clearing up. He's got some clean track in front of him, has Connor Lucas. And there he is, head down, clear visor, which is great because, you know, you can really see the driver's eyes focused on there. Easily, well, 25 pit stops. Ooh, I think that, sorry, Max Shields now behind the wheel. I do apologise, it's Max Shields having a storming run in the MS Lucas Racing race suits. Nonetheless, Max Shields is doing an absolutely sterling job. I have a horrible nagging feeling, though, that 17th position is slightly unrepresentative because they've only done 25 pit stops and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, there's a good 5 or 6 teams within 2 laps of them, behind 2 laps, you know, 2 laps or less than 2 laps behind them, who have done at least 1 pit stop more. But nonetheless, it's still a really good stint behind the wheels. Are any of the British teams going to make it into the top 20? Teesside Urban 1, Ocean Bark behind the wheel of the kart, number 37. They're 25th at the moment. British Endurance Racing are 37th. Teesside Academy are 39th. And KK Racing are 44th. Teesside Academy are just in front of our friends at Pig Ventilera.
Pues ahí nos está poniendo Henry al día también de los Masters, cómo van ellos dentro del circuito. Y también hacían mención a nuestros chicos de Pig Ventolera, que espero que estén contentos porque anoche pues fuimos buenas personas y les devolvimos a su mascota, a Josep. Pero siguen en el puesto número 40, o sea que no sé cuál es la excusa que nos van a poner ahora para decirnos que por culpa de que le habíamos quitado a Josep, no avanzaba la cosa con ellos.
Well, 942 laps in the books. Iris Pro have gained about a second on the number 1 kart at the head of the order. Hey, you know, a second is a second. They've got 6 hours and 47 minutes to gain 44 more seconds on level up. John Del Valle lapping 1 minute 24.1. Niccolo Soppiati 1 minute 24.0. Mold Racing, let's have a look. Those are the 2 fastest drivers on circuit at the moment. Looking down the order, no one's in the 1 minute 23s. LSK Motorsports drive behind the wheel of kart number 20, Luis Box. is also driving very quickly. 1 minute 24.2 last time around for him. But the two leaders on track are the two fastest drivers on track. Oh, there's the number 13 team off again. Oh, I really hope, Christy, that Fuerza K get their entry in for this event next year in the same way that Amelia Karting have done so. Last year, the number 50 team, Francisco Burgos, Fernando Mendia, Francisco Diaz and Jaime Cebrian. I really hope that was their Amelia's first ever race last year, and they've come back this year, and they're a lot closer to the rest of the field. I really hope Fuerza K come back next year, and all what they've learned this year they put into practice.
Pues ahí mencionábamos a los pilotos que están pues siendo los más rápidos de estas vueltas. Teníamos 1 minuto 24 segundos con 2 a John del Valle. 1 minuto 24 segundos con 2 también teníamos a los chicos de Neo, puede ser por aquí. Sí, estamos viendo ahí, lo podéis ver también vosotros en ese timing. Pero a Luis Boix era uno de los chicos que teníamos haciendo ese minuto 24 segundos, 2 milisegundos. A diferencia de nuestros chicos de Fuerza K que están haciendo 1 minuto 35 segundos. Pero también hablábamos de que el año pasado los chicos de Amelia Racing Team, que esta vez están haciendo estas vueltas en 1 minuto 29 segundos, cogieron también esa motivación de decir, vamos a ver cómo terminamos esta Endurance Race, que ya es un reto absoluto, y están repitiendo este año. A ver si el año que viene tenemos a los chicos de Fuerza K haciendo exactamente lo mismo y los tenemos aquí en pista también intentando mejorar esta marca que están haciendo este año.
Well, we're going to go and take a short break now. You'll see a couple of commercials. Then we will see some highlights of the last hour or so's racing. And we'll be back, Christy and myself, down the pit lane at 9:30. So in about 15 minutes' time, we'll be back down in the pit lane as we leave you with Level Up Go-Kart Orilla Cuesta, team number 1, leading the 30 hours of Campillos. We'll be back very shortly down in the pits.
Pues hacemos una pequeña parada para que veáis esos highlights y esos comerciales ahora en los próximos minutos. Y así nosotros tenemos un momentito para poder bajar al pit lane y traeros también qué es lo que está pasando por allí. Así que no os despeguéis mucho de la pantalla porque en 13 minutitos estamos de vuelta con todos vosotros.
En KartCenter Campillos se forjan verdaderas leyendas. Tú puedes ser una de ellas de la mano de nuestros servicios. Podrás prepararte con el mejor equipamiento de protección y un equipo mecánico listo para darte la mejor experiencia. Siéntete como un verdadero piloto de élite. Prepárate para pisar el acelerador y dejar atrás todo lo demás. La emoción es real. El tiempo lo marcas tú. El asfalto te llama. La pista te desafía. Supérate en un circuito único. ¿Estás listo para sentir la velocidad? Es tu oportunidad para demostrar lo que vales. Es tu oportunidad para ser el rey de la pista.
Welcome back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The sun is shining once again. It's starting to get a little bit warmer, but as you can see, there are still some very, very tired-looking teams now watching from the behind the fence, monitoring the lap times. We're into the final. Well, we've nearly done 24 hours.
Pues como veis, aquí el sol ya brilla en Campillos. Es verdad que sigue haciendo una temperatura pues lo suficientemente fría como para que algunos de nuestros chicos estén todavía abrigados por aquí, pero bueno, ya se está a gustito en la pista, en el circuito y en la zona del paddock. Vemos a algunos de nuestros miembros de los equipos monitorizando absolutamente todo, porque son 6 horas las que quedan por delante, hay mucho trabajo que hacer todavía y estamos apretando con esas últimas carreras, esas últimas vueltas. Así que vamos a ver la impresión que tienen ellos, vamos a preguntarles cositas. Por atrás tenemos a los chicos de Mold Racing y creo que es de Iris Pro, ¿verdad?
Yeah, Mold Racing Sport, Mr. Holnagel and his compadre here, they're actually 26th position, but their teammates, Mold Racing, are currently leading, even though they're about to make their 26th pit stop. We'll have a quick chat there over the shoulder. Hello, how are you? Good morning.
Good morning. Hi.
You're very, very cheerful for somebody that has been racing for 24 hours.
Yes, of course, but we are in first place now.
Yes, no, I was going to say, so, okay, it's on pit strategy, you're going to drop back, but hey, after 24 hours, or 23 hours and 37 minutes, Mold Racing from Moldova are P1 at the moment. Well, realistically, where do you want to finish? Where do you think you're going to finish?
Probably top 10.
Top 10?
We hope 5. We hope.
We hope. We hope. We hope.
We hope, yes.
Okay.
At least we hope.
Okay, no problems.
Top 10 and Mold Sport. Top 30. Top 30.
Top 30. Here we go. That's not too bad. We'll leave you guys to it. Thank you. Christy, there's a man behind us dressed like a Trappist monk. This is Andre Boom, whose team are currently leading.
Yesterday you asked about Ukrainian boss girl.
Yeah, yes.
The typical suits, but no, this is better.
This is better. Let's go and speak to Andre about, number one, his questionable clothing, but the fact you're leading this race. Well done.
Are we? Oh yes, we are. But we have to pit actually in a few minutes.
Yes, you have to pit in a minute. Can you explain a little bit to the viewers, what is this?
This is the most comfortable, portable dressing room. So I always change my clothes during the races because it's very easy to wear and also comfy for the hot weather. So yeah, it's the thing I always have with me.
Okay.
And people know me for.
Yeah. I'm going to say it's certainly unique. Okay, you're leading on pits. You know, other teams are going to catch up. Your teammate said that you're looking for a top 10. Is that realistic?
Yeah, I think so. I didn't really catch up what happened during the night because I took a little bit of sleep. And yeah, I thought we lost 17 seconds in the pits because there was a lot of refueling and stuff like that. That's a huge punish. And also during the change of directions, we lost a whole minute because we got crashed by the leading car and couldn't gain. Because we passed him actually, and it was horrible.
Yeah, we did see that. You and Prime team number 33 were battling with NRG Igora Drive, and you just couldn't quite get past. How frustrating was that?
The most frustrating of the whole race, obviously, because this is more than you can gain in every stint, and that's what we work towards, right? And then getting kicked out like this was pretty tough.
Pretty tough. Never mind. Well, good luck.
Thank you so much.
Pues aquí teníamos a uno de los miembros de Mold Racing que de momento están encabezando ahora, liderando en este ratito que nos hemos bajado, se han puesto ahí los primeros y nos contaba lo primero primero de todo, lo cómodo que estaba con este traje que se han buscado, y le da igual, como se dice aquí el dicho en España, ande yo caliente y ríase la gente, ¿no? Pues ahí está el tío cómodo a tope. También hablaban pues de cómo han estado tanto Prime for Team y ellos en el día de ayer luchando por esas primeras posiciones y haciendo un buen trabajo, pero en el cambio de sentido y posteriormente a ello, en ese stint la cosa cambió un poquito y perdieron bastante tiempo.
Sí, claro.
Era complicado hacer adelantamientos y fue frustrante para ellos, pero siguen peleando y fijaos, están ahora mismo liderando la carrera en este momento. Vamos a ver qué es lo que va a pasar durante la mañana.
Let's go and speak to. I mean, that's a great look. If I put one of those things on, I'd look like Friar Tuck out of Robin Hood.
We need two, one for you and one for me.
Pardon? Yeah, they do. I do. Andre, we need two of those.
To dress for the next year for us.
They are actually handmade. We made them at home, so my girlfriend did a wonderful job on that. So they are all handcrafted, and we got lots of these cloth. Is it cloth? Yeah, and it's handmade.
Handmade. Okay. I'll get my sewing.
Congrats to your girlfriend.
I'll get my sewing needles out. I still look like Friar Tuck out of Robin Hood in one.
Bueno, nos decía que básicamente no solamente es un traje cómodo para él, es que lo ha hecho su novia. Es hecho a mano, o sea que nada, nos pondremos a la cola para pedírselo.
It's strange though. Every driver will do what they can to help them get through this test of endurance as best as possible. For some, you've seen massage tables, air beds, people nipping back to hotel rooms. But for Andre, it's a handmade gown that keeps him cool and comfortable. Now,
decíamos básicamente que aquí, como veis, cada piloto se busca, piloto, equipo, etcétera, se busca el estar lo más cómodo posible. También pues marcar la diferencia. Veíamos ayer una mesa de camilla para nuestros chicos de Salis. El año pasado veíamos a los alemanes con ese jamón que se habían preparado. También a los alemanes este año con una pedazo de barbacoa. Esta gente con pues ropita cómoda hecha a mano. En fin, que ya sabéis que aquí se vive la experiencia al completo con muchas curiosidades.
Now, while mole racing might be cool and comfortable off track, our next guests probably aren't cool or comfortable. The two level up go-kart or Cuesta karts. They're second and third overall. They'll probably first and second overall when pit stops shake out. However, there are just 17 seconds between them and the number 14 kart, the second of those. They had a 10-second penalty. So without that penalty, there'd be less than 10 seconds between them. The question I want to know, Christy, is if the number 14 kart catches the number 1 kart and they're battling for the lead, will they be allowed to scrap or will somebody put some teams in place? Let's go and find out.
Bueno, ayer ya los entrevistábamos y nos comentaban las estrategias que estaban ahí jugando y marcándose desde el equipo de Go-Kart Orihuela Costa. Ahora mismo los tenemos el equipo 1 en segunda posición y los Level Up desde Go-Kart Orihuela Costa. Decíamos que vamos a ver si en algún momento libran esa batalla entre el equipo 1 y el equipo 14 por adelantar el 14 al 1, por subirse al podio uno antes que otro. Bueno, vamos a ver qué es lo que pasa con ellos. Será una batalla muy divertida de ver en el caso de que comiencen ahora en estas últimas horas.
Well, I mean, I'll start the quiz question, John. First of all, the last time when we spoke in the early hours of this morning or late last night, you guys were saying, look, if we just get 1 kart on the podium, we'll be happy. You guys have had a fantastic time through the night. 17 seconds separate you at the front. We'll get a quick answer in English and then I'll let Christy interrogate you. It'll be a proper Spanish Inquisition, but things are looking better than the last time we spoke.
Yeah, for sure. We have a really good night, really good stints now in the morning. So I hope we keep with this luck with the karts and with everything just going. Now Edith is going fast like us. Maybe PF is losing some stints, some time. So I think Edith will be a really hard rival during these last hours, and also PF for sure. But Edith looks a little bit stronger.
Yeah, it's down to the four of you. The number 14 team, they had a 10-second penalty. They're 17 seconds behind. If they caught the number 1 team and it was battling for the lead, are there any team orders, or can you fight between yourselves?
We didn't spoke that yet, so I don't know. Probably we will fight if it's possible. If it's not possible because rivals are close on the back, probably we just keep going and let's see what happens in the last corner.
Okay, Christy, I'll let you speak to your countryman, and I'm
John, es que
gonna find some Lego. Look at that! Woo!
Ya está, ya tenemos entretenido a Henry aquí, porque Henry, pues en fin, le encanta un juego, tiene espíritu de niño. Henry lleva toda la mañana emocionado porque está esperando una batalla épica entre los dos equipos de Libera, y cada vez lo vemos más posible y más cercano. No sé, creo que te lo ha preguntado ya, pero bueno, cuéntanos para los telespectadores que estén al otro lado en español.
Bueno, no es algo que hayamos hablado aún, sí que es verdad que llevamos ahí cerca, no sé, más de 12 horas, llevamos ahí a 10 segundos, 5, ahora 17 creo que están. 17. Pues más o menos vamos ahí en un tira y afloja, pero bueno, estamos simplemente tirando para adelante los dos equipos. Si se da la posibilidad y hay hueco por detrás, en caso de que lleguemos primero y segundo y hay hueco por detrás, pues sí, probablemente demos vía libre a luchar. Si no hay hueco por detrás, pues simplemente iremos hasta el final y ya veremos qué pasa en la última curva y ya está.
Bueno, tenéis apretando también detrás a Iris Pro, que está muy cerquita, 40 segundos creo que de vosotros ahora mismo, y a unos, no llega a 20 segundos del segundo equipo que tenéis de Level Up. A lo mejor os lo ponen difíciles estos chicos porque no piensan bajarse del podium, nos dicen.
Sí, la verdad es que están tirando muy fuerte ahora, llevan todo el inverso las 15 horas más o menos como nosotros, ya que yo creo que lo empezamos, no sé exactamente a cuánto empezaron de nosotros, quizás a eso también 40, 50 segundos más o menos, así que tiene pinta de que va a ser una batalla dura con ellos. PF parece que de vez en cuando va perdiendo tiempo, no van encajando karts, pero sí que es verdad que Iris está encajando cada kart en cada parada, así que yo creo que va a ser un poco un tira y afloja, ¿no? A ver quién coge primero el kart malo y a ver qué pasa.
Pero bueno, Henry.
Hello.
¿Has conocido, do you know right now, the Kiki, Palmera Kiki? Typical from Malaga.
Yeah. So there's a lovely cake there, which is great for sugar. What was the writing on the cake? Was it like practice is for losers?
Yeah, practice for losers. It's a phrase that we use like I don't know, like when you are a pro and you train, you are a loser, you know, like no, I'm the best driver, I don't need to train, you know.
Okay. We're calling a little bit, you know, shouting about it. Okay, brilliant. But I tell you what, I'm going to go and find NRG Agora Drive over there, and I'll speak to you guys in a minute. I'm going to have this lovely cake. Carry on.
Muchas gracias, John. Bueno, aquí vemos que Henry se está poniendo las botas. Tenemos, lo podéis ver por ahí, la pedazo de palmeras. Es una palmera gigante, giant cake, typical from Málaga. Es muy típica por aquí. Así que nada, dejémoslo disfrutar. Pero mira, nos cuenta que mientras acaba de encontrar a los chicos de Energy, así que vamos con ellos a ver qué nos tienen que contar. Ah, se nos va.
Okay, right. That's okay. At the halfway point, NRG Agora Drive were P1, as I spit cake everywhere. You've dropped down a little bit, penalties, but you were P1, first place at halfway. Are you happy?
This is the part of the game, this is the part of the race. Some troubles is possible, but I think that all okay, and we agree with the penalty, no problem. We must be careful, we must be ready to anything.
Okay, no problem. So thank you, sir. I know you're a bit worried about doing the interview, but so NRG Agora Drive, leading at halfway. Will you finish top 10, maybe?
No, it's not really for this race. We are for the second time here. The previous year we was for the first time debut in this race, and our team is the youngest team from, I think, the youngest team from all teams which take part in this race. The youngest pilot of our team is 16 years old, and the oldest pilot of our team is 18 years old. 16, 17, 18 and 19, 4 pilots. We now take part in this race with 4 pilots.
You've just basically saying we've got a lot of moody teenagers in your team.
Yes. Maybe our pilots, the future of races.
Maybe. Thank you very much, sir. We'll let you get back.
Thank you very much. Good luck
Gracias.
for you. Have a nice day.
You too. Bueno, nos contaba aquí nuestro hombre de Energy Race que tiene uno de los equipos más jóvenes de edad. Los miembros más pequeños tienen 16 años y el miembro más mayor tiene 18 años. Algo que hay que tener en cuenta también porque la experiencia es un grado, obviamente como en todo, y son personas que están ahora mismo, o sea, pilotos que están ahora mismo arrancando sus carreras. Entonces, posiblemente en unos añitos tengamos a Energy subidos a ese podio, puede ser, quién sabe. Aún así, están haciendo una actuación muy buena dentro del circuito, han estado dentro de ese top 10 casi todo el fin de semana y obviamente se han llevado alguna que otra penalización con la que nos decía que estaban de acuerdo y que no pasaba nada, que tienen que aprender de ello, es lo normal.
Well, I mean, that cake was lovely. I feel revitalized to go and speak to PF Racing. Should we go? Let's go. Hello, sir. How are you?
No, I don't speak English well.
He doesn't speak English very well, as he says, in a perfect English accent, as always.
No.
How are you?
Ahoj, zdravím domů do Česka. Je to fajn a děkujem za možnost zde závodit.
That's a 19-year-old driver from NRG Agora Drive. It's a tough paper route he had. I have no idea who that was, but hey, he seems happy. PF Racing, let's go and speak to the team that we thought had sort of stolen a bit of a march on the field. Oh, yes.
One thing.
Okay, yes.
One year game, the Germany team is with the Hamon.
Jambon, the Iberico Ham. Last year.
More intelligent team.
Now, can I just say that this... Hello, Greaser Racing. Hi. This is not what is left of Pig Ventolera. Josip, the pig, is back home with his team. This is not Josip. Hello, Greaser Racing. How are you?
Fine, and you?
Very good, very good. How has your race been?
Mix it. Okay. We have 4 experienced and fast drivers, and we are not on the same level. So we have
4. So yeah, the level of competition is just very high.
Yes. Same as ever here.
So the chances of winning are gone. So we thought, screw it, let's just get the Iberico Ham out. Is that right?
Yes, of course.
Exactly. We're going to finish the race. We got half the supermarket in the back of the truck there. What's the Mercado? Is that the supermarket here? Mercadona. Yes.
In Campillos, yes.
In Campillos, yes. I know. Well, enjoy the Iberico Ham.
Yes, of course. If you are here, what else?
Brilliant. Of course. What else?
Bueno, Henry se va a poder hacer una ruta gastronómica entre la palmera de la Kiki y aquí el jamoncito que se están marcando los alemanes. Pero voy a intentar quitarlo de en medio porque desde ayer estaba con ganas de jamón por culpa de Pig Ventolera. Pero no, jamón de momento no. Estamos en la hora del desayuno, la palmera se lo permito. Eso para luego más tarde.
And I think we just one more thing, Greaser Racing, very special message to a former team member, sadly no longer with us, although racing with the team, even though she's no longer here.
2 times here.
She raced here twice, and now, still with them in spirit, and that's nice. That's
pues
very
algo
nice.
bonito y que hay que mencionar es que ellos llevan en sus camisetas a Aileen, que ha estado aquí con nosotros 2 veces y por desgracia pues ya no está más con nosotros, entre nosotros.
Our
Esto es muy
neighbours, so we go from one happy... Well, he's not hungry. He's not a hungry German. He's a happy German because they got an Iberico Ham. PF Racing, they vanished. Now, the team boss at PF Racing, Christian Duvan's dad, deep in conversation.
Boss making
we happy?
boss
Yeah,
things.
okay, come on, we'll have a little chat. Yeah, it's easy. Get off the phone. Come on. Right, ensure the guns better. Okay. Hello, come this. Right. Okay, Mr. Duvan.
Halten your Deutsch.
No. Okay, so you had a great halfway stage of the race. You got ahead of the leaders, and you were over a minute in front, nearly a full lap in front of Iris Pro. Has it just been a case of not great karts, not great stints, just track position not working for you?
Yes, I think we have after midnight, after the change from the
clockwise to anti-clockwise.
We have a lot of karts. They're not so fast, and we cannot more change kart change, and that's in the moment our problem.
But you have made more pit stops than everybody else. So we think there's 4 teams in with a chance of victory. The 2 level ups, Iris Pro and yourself. Is that fair?
Yes. We have to make more pit stops. We would not like before we change the side. We would not like the on the first place. Okay. Yes. And you see, we have in the last minute, we have overtake the team from Russia. We have overtake them, and then we win a lot of time.
That was important. Vika Schlitz, that was very important.
That was the ground that we make a lot of changes. It was this time it was a good idea, but after this in the night we have a lot of kart who was not so good, and we lose a lot of time.
Hindsight's a wonderful thing, but hey, we're still in with a chance of victory as we approach the 24-hour mark. Good luck.
Good luck, the same.
Dankeschön. I think you were saying that, at the time, that tactic to get past NRG Agora Drive was great. It helped them initially, but there was short-term gain, long-term pain for PF Racing. There's a member of Iris Pro, Mr. Varafiel. Let's have a chat with Christy about your chances. You've had a great run through the night.
It was quite difficult, but I think we are just on the 3rd place, and we're trying to catch the front, but it's still 6 hours to go.
PF Racing got ahead of the race leaders at the changeover. You were stuck behind. You were then a lap down. What was going through the team's mind then? How were you down? Did it give you lots of determination? Because, 15 hours, it's 1 o'clock in the morning,
You mean with the direction change?
Yes.
Yeah, it was a bit unlucky in the last laps, but there we lost a lot. And after this, the gap stay a long time like this. But now we are coming. I think we came back and we are just in front now, but it's 6 hours to go.
6 hours to go. There we go.
Pues ahí nos decía este miembro de Iris que han estado haciendo una actuación también muy buena dentro de la pista, han estado liderando durante mucho tiempo. El cambio de sentido les afectó, por supuesto, como siempre, haciendo pues sus estrategias dentro con otros equipos también, pero las últimas vueltas, los últimos stints, pues han tenido ahí algún que otro cambio, luchando ahora por esa 3ª posición, y nos decía que todavía quedan 6 horas por delante. Vamos a ver qué pasa en esas 6 horas.
Well, currently Iris Pro, they're on par in terms of pit stops. Both the number 1 team and Iris Pro, 1st and 2nd overall, making 28 pit stops. The gap, 44 seconds.
Yeah, it's the gap to the first one is 45, and to the 2nd place it's I think 25.
25 seconds.
The gap of 20 seconds between the first and the 2nd. Yeah.
And PF Racing are right in there as well, but they've made 1 more pit stop.
Yeah, exactly. We are, I think, just on the same time. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Verifal. Mr. Siebert there. Let's walk back this way because we've got 1 minute and 16 seconds until this race has been going for 24 hours. There's a big clock up there, and I think as we end this part of the programme, we want to end it showing the clock striking 10 a.m., 6 hours to go. What have you felt about this race? Have you felt, this race has been more impressive than last year, your first time here in the paddock?
Well, it's different for me, different last year from this year. I think there's a little bit more tension inside the circuit.
Yes.
Outside, you can't smell this tension because everybody is like a really bit quiet. Last year, maybe the people was different. I don't know why. But inside the circuit, the strategies are changing, and we can see in the leaderboard, in this final leaderboard.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the entry last year was very, very impressive. I just think that the teams have looked at who is racing this year. They've looked at the fact that Paquetti's racing have gone from one team to two teams, just as strong. Virtually all the front runners from the Saudi World Series qualifying events, with maybe the exceptions of some of the Italian teams, are here. There we go. We have just 20 seconds ago, we have reached 24 hours. Wow. And of course, in endurance racing, what's the most famous endurance race of all? The Le Mans 24 hours. The Daytona 24 hours. But this is even more. We have still got 6 hours to go.
Me preguntaba Henry la diferencia que veo de este año con respecto al año anterior, porque como sabéis este es mi segundo año aquí en las 30 horas. Sí que veo un poquito más de tensión dentro de la pista, porque obviamente hay mucha lucha por conseguir estar dentro de esos 3 primeros puestos. Quizás el año pasado no veía tanto cambio dentro de ese leaderboard, pero la cosa fuera está bastante más tranquila. Al final el nivel ha subido, la pista está bien, los karts están mejor que nunca y eso se nota. La tranquilidad fuera, bueno, tranquilidad, yo creo que entre comillas, porque lo que están es cada equipo entre ellos haciendo sus estrategias y muy focus y muy atentos a lo que tienen dentro del circuito.
Well, there we have it. Level Up, Go-Kart Orilla Cuesta, the double defending champions, going for 3 in a row. They are about 20 seconds in front of their teammates, another 20 seconds in front of Iris Pro, and who knows where PF Racing fits in with that as well. As you can see, the teams, there are a lot of tired looking faces around the paddock now, but they have got to just give it one more push for victory. We will be back on air at 12 o'clock local time. We are going to cover from 12 o'clock until 2 o'clock, then have our last 1 hour break, and we will be back from 3 o'clock for the final hour of the race as we finish at 4 p.m. local time.
Pues sí, tenemos ahora mismo a los chicos de Level Up Go-Kart Orihuela Costa en primera posición. En segunda posición tenemos a los chicos de Iris Pro y en tercera posición de momento a Mall Racing. Vamos a ver esto cómo cambia las próximas 6 horas o cómo se mantiene, no lo sabemos. Nosotros vamos a hacer ahora un pequeño corte, pero nada, en un ratito volvemos y estaremos por aquí retransmitiendo todo lo que está pasando dentro y fuera del circuito.
En KartCenter Campillos se forjan verdaderas leyendas. Tú puedes ser una de ellas de la mano de nuestros servicios. Podrás prepararte con el mejor equipamiento de protección y un equipo mecánico listo para darte la mejor experiencia. Siéntete como un verdadero piloto de élite. Prepárate para pisar el acelerador y dejar atrás todo lo demás. La emoción es real. El tiempo lo marcas tú. El asfalto te llama. La pista te desafía. Supérate en un circuito único. ¿Estás listo para sentir la velocidad? Es tu oportunidad para demostrar lo que vales. Es tu oportunidad para ser el rey de la pista.